Today on the channel, from the Masters of the Universe 2000 collection, we've got Sy-Klone. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Masters of the Universe unboxing and review. And today, for the first time ever, we go to the early 2000s He-Man in the Masters of the Universe line for Sy-Klone. But remember, for all your He-Man in the Masters of the Universe needs, hit up Big Bad Toy Store. Link in the description below. And of course, as we always do on the channel, we're going to take a look at the packaging first. We're going to unbox it. We'll talk about it. We'll do some comparisons. We'll see where it goes from there. But I gotta say, story time to begin here. 2000 era He-Man. I was just starting college at the time, graduating high school. I was out. I couldn't be buying these, and honestly, I didn't think these were the greatest things in the world back then. The cartoon to me was a little bit iffy for the time. It's funny, all these years later, I enjoy watching the cartoon based on this now. It is up on YouTube, and I've been going through all the episodes and almost finished the series off. So I did enjoy the series there. Did not enjoy the figures at the time. Now, 20 years later, or whatever it's been at this point, I like these figures a heck of a lot more than I thought I did. Some of them still look a little goofy to me, but some of them still look pretty awesome, actually, after all these years, and I'm getting pretty itchy out there. Part of me wants to go out there and get an entire set. Get the whole collection like I did with the Masters Universe Classics, but I don't know. These things have skyrocketed in the last few years, it seems. They're much more expensive than I'd like them to be. This Sy-Klone figure I got at my local toy store. It was $14.99, which I thought was a pretty good deal on card. But they had a 25% off sale, and that's when I swooped in and I picked him up. So that was worth it to me for him. Just for a little bit of a science experiment here on the channel. This is my first Masters Universe Classic figure I've ever unboxed, ever owned, anything like that. So very, very interesting here. I know a lot of people like to keep them on the card. Of course, for me, I got to unbox it. So very, very interesting He-Man line of the 2000s. And not quite as dynamic as the original one from the 80s. Definitely not as cool as the classics. And then you could say a lot about Origins. Right now, I think the average Joe out there probably puts them with the Revelation series going on right now, figures. In your pantheon of He-Man figures over the years, I would have to think Revelations in 2000, probably about pretty similar. But everybody's different out there. But interesting time to be a He-Man collector. Interesting time for me to go back into the past and check out old Sy-Klone. One of my favorite and one of the most underrated Masters of the Universe, if you ask me. And nobody did, but I'm telling you anyways. But there he is, nice glare on the packaging there. Can I get that? But you got the big blue Masters of the Universe logo going on. A little bit of like an updated version of the original packaging. That's what I really like about this. Really brings it, ties the history all together. Looks better now than it did when it first came out, in my opinion. You got Sy-Klone looking only like Sy-Klone could look from the early 2000s. An interesting character out there. I would say not one of the tippy-top masters, but a very underrated one. I put him right up there with Mechaneck. Him and Mechaneck, right up there together. But you can see the packaging there. Nice big bubble. You got some accessories going on. It says Sy-Klone down here. Got a little glamour shot. Got old Castle Grayskull hanging out in the corner as well. And what's it say up here? An awesome sticker included. How awesome are we talking? We got to get down to that. So we got to figure out all about this awesome sticker. But there he is. We'll dive in. On the back, we got that big glamour shot. You got a little bit of cross-sell down here. Oh, I'm getting itchy, guys. Getting itchy. If I could find a nice minty loose set, I might jump. But I just don't know if I got it in me to build one of these sets. But who knows? You never know. Time is crazy. Got a UPC in a very peculiar position. Usually don't see a UPC like that. Usually in a corner. So that is interesting out there. I don't think there's a blur, but let's see. Let's read the back, see what's going on here. It says number 1 battle ring, number 2 shield. So it kind of shows his accessories and tells you what they're all about. Action figures, nothing. No blurbs, no nothing going on here. So that's a little bit disappointing. Can you just tell us a little bit about old Sy-Klone? I guess not. I guess not. All right, let's unbox him. Let's see what's doing here. Let's see what all the fuss is about, as one might say. And there it goes. Whoa, we're throwing stuff everywhere. See you later. That's the way it goes sometimes, you guys know. I don't see a sticker. I don't see a sticker. See you later, unless this is the sticker that fell. This is not a sticker. This is not a sticker. I don't know what this is. See you later, though. Come on, no sticker? What are they talking about? Is this the sticker? There's no sticker in here. I've been lied to. I've been lied to. Been hoodwinked. See you later. Get out of here. All right, yeah, I don't see a sticker anywhere. I don't get it. I don't get it. But there he is, old Sy-Klone in the plastic prison, looking only like a Sy-Klone could look. Nice yellow and red coloring on him. He's got kind of lenticular graphic there in his chest. That 90s, 80s, I guess early 2000, that was a big deal. Those lenticular action going on. Pop that accessory out. Am I gonna break him? I always worry I'm gonna break something right out of the package. See you later. All right, what do we got going on here? So yeah, he's got the gimmickiness to him. So that's one thing I don't really like. It's a little bit too loose here. He's a little too loose in the arms and all that kind of fun stuff, and body and the waist, but it's part of his gimmick. His gimmick, of course. Can we plug this in here? How's this work? You got to be smarter than the toy. I am aware of that. I think it just plugs right in the back like so. Just like so. And then, yeah, it comes over like a harness on him if you want it to. Doesn't stay on very good, though. Let me see. There it is. All right, Sy-Klone, what do you got? Very mechanical, very robot-looking here. Blue, yellow, kind of a shiny red color to him. Just very interesting, but yeah, he goes around like a Sy-Klone. Like an Iowa State Sy-Klone, and that's where old Kyle was back in the day at Iowa State University when these were hitting the store pegs. I remember seeing them at Walmart's back in the day. Interesting time to be alive. You can only imagine. But there it is. So he's got his little ring on his arm. Gotta be honest, this is not as cool as I was hoping it to be. He's got the little wheel on the side, and man, you're just off to the races. Off to the races. Here we go. We're all over the place. I mean, it's a neat feature, but once again, I always have to take that step back with things like these. These aren't necessarily for Kyle. These are for little kids. They're not for a guy in college or a guy well into his working world career with 2 kids and everything else going on, and a wife and a couple of dogs. It's not who this is marketed to. This is marketed to kids, and I'm sure there's a lot of kids that enjoyed this out there, and that's who it's for at the end of the day. It's growing on me a little bit. I like the little playability factor. It's a little bit looser than I would like, though. I wish they could have had it a little bit tighter. Does he stand okay? No, he doesn't stand at all. He's a hot mess. Will he fit on a ringside collectible stand? I always say it all the time. Spend your money on your figures, not your stands. Actually, it fits perfectly on that stand. That changes everything. Ringsidecollectibles.com. Use discount code Kyle. Save 10%. That's a game changer using a stand for him. And I'm sure a lot of the other characters as well. So that definitely helps things along. That makes it a little bit better if you ask me. I don't know. It's just awfully gimmicky. But at the end of the day, when I'm looking at this figure, beautiful head sculpt on this guy, beautiful face. He's got a beautiful face. What can I say? But good coloring, good. It is Sy-Klone. When you see this, you know exactly who that is if you are a fan of the Masters universe. I guess the gimmick, it's grown on me. It's grown on me. This little spin, that's kind of cool. It's kind of neat. The proportions on these figures was what kind of got me, is they were always bigger in the middle, skinnier legs and arms, and I felt they needed to be a little gangly, I guess. But not bad. I could see this growing on me. I'm doing 180. I'm all over the place. I was all in. I was like, maybe I don't really like these. Now I'm coming around. I really do like these. Oh, crazy. But I don't know. I'd have to see some. I've seen some out there that I just thought were absolutely hot garbage. I think there's some kind of side-off He-Mans and Skeletors that are a little bit out there. I did buy a He-Man Skeletor 2-pack during the same sale. I think I'm probably going to open that one up. We'll see if we end up doing that or not on the channel. But I probably will. I probably will. Why wouldn't I? And maybe, who knows, maybe I'll slowly piece together a collection. Don't count on it, but you guys know if you're doing this, pro collector's tip, if you're all in on a line, look for complete sets, look for a deal. That's how you're going to save the most money in the long run. Just think, let's say I bought one figure from somebody different. You're paying shipping across the board. If you can pay just one, that's a bunch of savings right there. And usually when people are selling multiples, they'll give you a deal. They'll cut you a deal because, honestly, there's not a lot of buyers for huge lots out there. That's how I got such a great deal in that He-Man Masters Universe Classics collection. When I bought that 1,000-plus Star Wars collection, it was because, hey, there's not a lot of people in the market to buy that big of a collection. So that's when you get your best deals out there. That's the old pro tip, so take that one to the bank. But for Sy-Klone, I'm here for it. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on this. I'm sure there's some of you guys watching this video that is way more invested and deeper in this collection of this era of He-Man figures than I am. So I'd love your pro tips out there. Love a good pro tip. I love giving them and I love taking them. So tell me your thoughts. Tell me the figures that are must-haves that I really need to get. Some of them, like Ram Man, I remember that one looking really goofy. It looked like he had a big long skirt on. It just looked crazy compared to my Ram Man of the 80s or the Origins collection now. But I'd love to hear your guys' opinion in the comments down below. And of course, while you're here, like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on social media, SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson, and of course, ProWrestlingTees.com, search Kyle Peterson. So for Sy-Klone and the Masters of the Universe, I am Kyle. I will see you guys all real soon.